Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
And today we're going to talk about that fact that ESPN's panel of experts surprisingly, unanimously think Caitlin Clark should have been unanimous Rookie of the Year. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so and hit the notification bell when you do. Rob, so Monica McNutt was not in the panel, but they had Andrea Carter, they had Chine Agumake, and Carolyn Peck. McNutt, though, said whoever had a better record, she was going to vote for because that indicates who's a better player, which is kind of silly. So she was going to have to vote for Caitlin Clark anyways. Mm-hmm. So she wasn't on the panel. But where were these compliments before is what I want to know, because you should see the things that were said. So let's start with Andrea Carter. She said not only was she setting records for rookies, but she was setting for records of veterans who were in the leagues for, a dozen years. And then she said her individual performances were incredible, not just good.
Right, incredible.
And she said her favorite part was how her team gelled around her and how the team's chemistry kept getting better and better. And that she elevated her team so much, which is what we've been saying all along. And then,
right.
And
she must be watching. Yeah, it seems like she was watching our broadcast, Mark.
Right. And then she said, Caitlin Clark should have been voted unanimously for Rookie of the Year, and I'll leave it at that. Chine Agumake said, I'm not leaving it at that. She goes, it definitely should have been unanimous. And I want to point out that she was the most blitz player in the league. Now, this is the one I really want to pick up on, Rob, because we've been saying that in the first 9 games, and then she got not chosen for the Olympic team after 9 games. And we said, it's really hard to tell how good she really is because she's been getting treatment that no one else in the league has been getting, no other rookie has been getting. And it's not really fair to compare her numbers, even though her numbers were still better than Diana Taurasi and, of course, better than Chelsea Gray, because Chelsea Gray didn't even play at that point. And she was just coming back from an injury. So why weren't they making that argument at that time? Like, well, maybe she should be on there. Maybe she is one of the 12 best players. We can't really tell because she's the most blitz player in the league. Why was there no talk about that, Rob? I wonder.
Yeah, I'm sitting there when she said that. I almost fell on my chair. I'm like, oh, really? And now you're saying that now that she got really blitzed. Why didn't you say it in the beginning when that was happening? There was no mention of that at all. They were just saying, oh, she's. And then even though she kept on going like, well, the first half it was kind of even. No, even the first half before the All-Star break, it was not even. It wasn't even close. The voting shouldn't have been that close.
Well, so Carolyn Peck thought it was close, and then she said, well, Caitlin Clark got a triple double, and then Chine said, no, she got 2 triple doubles, and now suddenly they're all in agreement that it should be unanimous, which I agree with, and I give them credit for saying that it should be unanimous. But it was an obvious vote, too, and it was obvious it should be unanimous. But they waited till the whole season was over. They didn't even say this at the end of the year when the voting was taking place for All-Pro team or for the MVP voting. Now, I'm not saying they're claiming she should be the MVP or would have voted for MVP, but as an MVP candidate, they could have made that statement as they were talking about end of the year things that's going on. They could have made the statement that she should be All-Pro team. They could have made all these compliments about her and discussing those awards and issues and topics and how they would vote and how they think other people should vote. They didn't say any of this until finally Rookie of the Year thing was announced and the playoffs are gone and she's eliminated, at least from the playoffs.
Yeah. All of a sudden they had this epiphany like, oh, geez, hey, Caitlin Clark actually is really pretty good. Oh, really? Thanks. Where have you been? What games have you been watching?
Well, they've been watching the same games. They just didn't want to put her on the Olympic team any more than anybody else did in that little clique group, Rob, because you know what? Because she's white, and it'd be unfair to all these black lesbian players and other players in the league, black players in the league, and all these established veterans and stuff like that aren't getting the publicity that she's going to get. They just didn't want her on the team, Rob, because they know that she would have got all the publicity, and those people on ESPN knew that too, and they have to support all the other women in the league besides Caitlin Clark.
Well, they were just going with the flow with the whole WNBA, who never gave any kind of props to Caitlin Clark. They were just going with the flow that they couldn't promote Caitlin Clark because we can't have that because people would be upset. So ESPN just falling right in line with everybody else with the way of thinking.
Well, what bothered me is they were flat out lying. You could say disingenuous if you want to be nice about it, but they kept moving the goalposts too, and they kept coming up with more and more reasons why she shouldn't be on the Olympic team. They even said, well, she needs a break. We're doing her a favor, basically.
You're doing her a favor.
They resorted to that. Like, ask Caitlin whether she'd want a break or rather be on the Olympic team, an honor she wanted since she was, 6 years old.
Right. Yeah, they're giving her a break. That's how magnanimous.
So,
that's really good. Wow, so cool. Good for you. Thank you for looking out for my welfare. Not.
Right. And, but Andrea Carter, she said a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
And then, Chiney Agumage at least pointed out the blitz, which they haven't pointed out all year.
Never. None.
So I have to give them credit for at least saying these things now. But it seems a little hollow given that they waited till the whole season was over with and all the voting was over with and all the awards are announced, except for the All-Pro team. Now, here would be a perfect time to say something about the All-Pro team because it hasn't been announced. Why didn't they say, you know what? Yeah, she is really great. Unanimous. In fact, she should be first team All-Pro. Why didn't they put that in there, Rob?
No, Mark, they can't do that yet. They're almost there, Mark. And the reason why they're saying all this stuff now is because it's safe to say now that Caitlin Clark's not in there. They can go like, oh, whew, now we can start talking about her because if we say something about her, they won't be too upset about what we say, the truth about her, and it won't upset people now that she's out of the way. Her fans and Caitlin Clark are out of the way. Now we can say good things about her.
That's the only award that hasn't been announced yet, Rob, as far as I can tell, is the All-Pro team. So I'm curious, they're going to wait till after she makes the team and said, oh, yeah, we knew all along she should have been on the team. Here's all the great things that she did this year and why. Why can't you say it now? Why couldn't you say it right after the regular season ended when the voting was taking place? Why couldn't they say that? Why couldn't they say any of these things? And they're not even saying anything except for like, okay, we know it should have been unanimous. That's obvious. Carolyn Peck did mention that Angel Reese missed 5 games in the injury, and she indicated, maybe that was a little bit influence of whether or not how she would vote. She kept saying it was really close, really close.
Yeah, she kept saying it was really close in the beginning. Yeah, in the beginning it was really close, and then after the All-Star break, Caitlin Clark kind of blew it away. But I'm going, no, it wasn't even close. Even in the beginning, it wasn't close.
Carolyn Peck thinks Angel Reese is better than she is. That's quite clear on how much she gave to Angel Reese this year. Anyways, let us know what you think about this big turnaround. It's unanimous that she should be unanimous. So we didn't hear from McNutt, but I'm sure McNutt would agree also. Wonders of
miracles. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Jeez, I wonder why this happened.
Surprise.
Now that the Olympics are over with, they can support her, Rob.
Yeah. That's what it is, yeah.
Anyways, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so at the notification bell. We just hit 5,000 subscribers, and we want to thank all our supporters.
Yes,
we just started in April, and we grew pretty quickly, and it was because of you that we did, so we really appreciate it. If you like this video, hit the like button, and let us know what you think about their comments and their delayed support for Caitlin Clark. Or you can tell us about at the live show, because it's tonight from 6 to 8 Eastern time. We do that every Monday except for major holidays, and you can call in if you want. And if you want to donate to this channel, there's super chats and super thanks down below, and there's a link to PayPal. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.